Madeline Davis with CTV here in the stands of Canvas Stadium to do an exclusive interview with CSU punter Paddy Turner. Thank you, Paddy, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So we're going to start the interview off with something kind of simple, something kind of easy. You're obviously not American. What made you want to come play football in America?
I never had Chick-fil-A, so I wanted to come. This was just a good excuse. Nah. Bit of a COVID sort of hobby, I guess. I played Australian rules football growing up, and just punting the ball to pass is a skill that I learned from a young age. So I thought I'd give it a crack. Pro Kick Australia's helped many Australian guys come over here, so came into contact with them, and a year later, here I was in the freezing cold.
Yes, you didn't start in Colorado. You started in Nevada, correct?
Yeah, I was at Nevada for a season, and then hit the transfer portal and was lucky enough to end up here. And yeah, played my first game for CSU against Michigan, which was a memory that I'll never forget.
It's quite a game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah. So you're doing something very special this season. And I feel like I kind of know the backstory about your initiative a little bit, but why don't you tell the people watching like the backstory behind it and why you wanted to do it?
Yeah. Last December, I lost someone pretty close to me to suicide, and it sort of made me rethink my thoughts of suicide and mental health, just because as young men, a lot of us don't talk about things. So I took a deep look in the mirror and wanted to make a change, not only in my life but others, and I thought I could use my recognition on the football field to help. And I just thought every time I down the ball inside the 20 on a punt, me and the 10 other guys out in the punt team, then I'll donate $20 to the Alliance for Suicide Prevention of Ararat County. They were a charity that I reached out to and that have helped me personally and have helped thousands of people around the community. So, I thought that would be a great idea, and they've been super supportive and super helpful, and, not only them, but the Rams faithful have as well. I think we have so many fans who've jumped on, and we're just over halfway through the season and we've already raised over $6,000. So yeah, it's pretty remarkable, and Ram fans are the ones to thank.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So what are your goals with it? What are you hoping to get out of it?
A goal specific, I probably wouldn't have one to put on a tee, but it is just to make a change and to affect the stigma around mental health. And I think Northern Colorado and Ararat County have suffered with a lot of suicide rates in the past, and the Alliance are doing a great job at reducing those numbers. So sort of just jumping on board with them and trying to help push their message through our school visits and education training, and just being able to raise money to increase the awareness, increase the prevention of suicide in the area.
Have you had like people who've reached out to you about it? Has it touched people in the community?
I have. It was quite an emotional game, obviously against Boise, and it's the first time I've ever had a rush for field moment when we win. And the amount of people that came up to me and thanked me and said that it's helped me or it's helped someone they know, it made me really emotional. I don't think I've ever cried more after a win. It was really, really special, and yeah, there's been a lot of people reach out on social media and things like that, and it's just sort of breathtaking how broad and how wide this has spread in such a short time. That's
like really awesome, and I mean it's something that you guys as D1 athletes and as a D1 football player especially, you guys have these larger platforms. You kind of do have a say, and just your ability to just be like, I want to do something that's bigger than me. I want to do something that's bigger than football. I think that's really special, and it's something that I think is really cool, and I think I commend you for it. And it's inspiring.
Oh, thank you. And shout out to Ruby Kaser as well and Kate Yoshimoto. They've jumped on board. They're donating $20 every time they serve an ace, and they're smashing it this season. So, like I said, the D1 athletes of this school are incredible, and on the court, on the field, on the track, but more importantly, off of it as well. So, they've been amazing support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it speaks a lot to just CSU and just the community that has been created around athletics here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you feel knowing that because of just you know, your work in the community and your kindness, you've been nominated for the Werfel Trophy. How does that make you feel?
I mean, I didn't even know it was a thing until last week, and I mean that with all respect, because I've looked into it now, and it's a great tradition, and it's great to see the amount of athletes that are doing something for their community in the sport. And you know, obviously, you don't do these kind of things for those kind of things. I just wanted to make a change, and it was nothing for an award or for anything like that. I just wanted to make a change, and I guess these are just bonuses that come along with it. And you know, I commend everyone else on that list who's been nominated as well, because they're making a change in their own community.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so going back to a little bit, I guess, of just more like the football team in general, without thinking, describe CSU football in 3 words.
Green and gold. You want something better?
That's a really good answer. I mean, I said without thinking.
Yeah. Well, now I've thought about it, so I can't give you that one.
Yeah, no, I guess it doesn't count. I guess green and gold is the answer, but that was like not what I was expecting. I was expecting like stalwart, grit.
Oh, that would have been smart. Would have been smart.
Rams.
Yeah. Would have been smarter. I'd say passionate, young, resilient, if I had to think about it.
Yeah, those are good words.
Apart from Jordan Noyes, he's old as bleep that one.
Can't keep that one. Okay. Yeah, so you guys play a lot of games. You know, you have a long season. What are game day traditions that you have? Do you do anything like weird? Do you do anything specific?
I used to be so superstitious. Like when I was young playing Australian football and cricket and basketball, like I'd put all the right side of my stuff on first and the left. I'd eat the same amount of stuff, but I'm not too superstitious anymore. I think a lot of specialists are, just because it's repeating the same thing over and over and over. I'd say I usually put my right foot on the field first. I don't know why. I think that's probably a superstition, but yeah, I think it's just more habit now. I like to have a coffee in the morning, and talk to my family, talk to my girlfriend, and yeah, just sort of. I listen to weird music. Like everyone's like getting pumped up, and I'm just over there smashing out Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline, like, just trying to calm down and chillax. And yeah, not really a tradition, but anything that keeps me level-headed and calm.
Do you listen to any like traditional Australian music? Do you break out the didgeridoo?
Only on home games. Yeah, me and Cam the Ram sit over next to the cannon and have a fair turn on the didgeridoo and throw a couple boomerangs, but yeah, Cam's got a good arm on him. He gets it right in between his hoof, and it's just. But
Cam the Ram, like the person, like 2-legged Cam or 4-legged Cam?
4-legged Cam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, actual Cam.
Okay. I was expecting 2-legged Cam.
No, you'd be surprised what 4-legged Cam can do.
Yeah, I'm surprised you've never seen that.
Yeah, we keep it low key.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're sharing it with us. I'm glad that we now know that happens. So, when you're not playing football, what are you doing? Do you have any hobbies?
Sleep, eat, poop. That's about it. Nah, I like going out in the outdoors. I like seeing new things. Obviously, being over here, there's a lot of new things, so I get to, you know, experience something each week that I haven't done before. And my girlfriend's moved over here now, and she's working, so we're just, you know, seeing the sights of Colorado. I saw a raccoon for the first time last weekend. Hissed at me.
A trash panda.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You know,
yeah, that's what they're called.
Just a weird-looking koala. You know.
Yeah. Except it doesn't have chlamydia.
True.
It probably
got a lot worse.
It probably has other diseases like rabies, but you're not going to get chlamydia if you touch it.
Yeah, hope not. I didn't touch it. It was scary.
Yeah, I bet. Would you rather have a pet raccoon or a pet koala?
Pet koala by far.
Really? Yeah. Have you ever seen one?
Seen many.
Have you seen them like in the wild?
Seen a few. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do they live?
In the gum trees. And they're always high because they're eating the eucalyptus leaves. So they're just blazing up there, and then they'll come down, scurry across, go up another tree. You know.
Speaking of like Australia and Australian animals, which teammate do you think would survive in the outback the longest? None of them.
No.
You can answer yourself if you want.
No, I still wouldn't. No one would.
No one
Steve
would.
Irwin. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So who do you think would be the worst?
Be the worst?
Yeah.
Pete Montini.
Really?
Pete's this big hunk of like man, but he is the most skittish, like scared little person I've ever met. You know, he's an absolute animal and beast on the football field, but off the football field, you need to hold his hand just to walk into class. Like there's a fair few of them though. I think Matt Thomas would be pretty poor in Australia as well. Actually, thinking about it, Jack Howe would go pretty well. Jack
Really?
Howe and Mr. Howe, his old man, would go very well in the Outback, I think. They've got some craftsmanship and some wilderness experience, so those two would go all right.
Have you ever been to the Outback?
No, I've flown over it. I'm too scared to go out there. A lot of things that go out there don't come back, so.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Outback Steakhouse?
Yes, I went like 2 weeks ago for the first time, and if anyone ever offers me a bloomin' onion again, it is getting punted out of Canvas Stadium. I'm sorry, Outback Steakhouse, but that was terrible. That was the most American dish ever. Who fries an onion and then just eats it with like ranch? No, not for me. If you want an Australian dish, you go to Bunnings Warehouse and you get a snag and a bit of bread with some onion on top.
What's a snag?
A sausage. Bit like a better sausage, not like hot dogs like you have, just a normal sausage.
Like a breakfast sausage?
Nah, it's better. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a sausage.
One time when I was like 7, I went to McDonald's and I ordered chicken nuggets. And when I got home, I opened up the chicken nugget box and all that was in there was a single sausage patty.
A sausage, patty? Or a sausage patty?
Like a sausage patty.
Oh, okay. I thought
Not
that was like a real dramatic. There was only one sausage patty. Sorry.
No, so that's what I always think of when I hear the word sausage now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It was
Beats the alternative.
yeah, it was an interesting experience. Yeah. So kind of shifting gears. How often do you get to go home? Do you get to go home?
I went home for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just Christmas?
Yeah, it was good though because it was summer back home, so
Oh, that's right.
I got to skip out on a bit of cold weather here and enjoy some 100-degree weather back home. It was good.
Yeah. Where are you from in Australia?
A country town in between Melbourne and Adelaide, so it's like sort of southeasterly. It's in a state called Victoria, and the town's called Ararat. You want to give it a crack?
No.
Please.
What was it?
Ararat.
Ararat?
Yeah, that's better. Probably the best American.
Oh. What's your favorite piece of Australian slang?
I can't say that on camera. Let's see. How about I give you slang words and you got to guess what they are?
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, we'll do that.
So we'll start off easy. Snag.
Okay, that's a sausage. I learned that one.
Sanger.
A what?
Sanger.
A sanger?
Yeah.
A sling? Like for your arm?
Sandwich.
Oh, that's a sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that.
A servo.
A server?
A servo.
Yeah, my guess is a server.
No, it's a gas station.
Oh, wouldn't have gotten that one.
Bottle-o.
Oh, I've heard this one. That's like a drink.
Nope.
Oh.
Liquor store.
Oh, okay.
What else we got? A sausage roll. In sports terms, a sausage roll.
I don't even think I have a guess.
It's like a goal.
Oh.
When Jordan Noyes hits a 55-yarder, it's a sausage roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
Don't you guys call a water fountain a bubbler?
Yeah, bubbler.
Yeah, I'd heard that one before.
Yeah, that got me in trouble once.
Really?
Yeah.
How did it get you in trouble?
Well, I asked her where the bubbler was, and they were pretty concerned about my health. So.
What do you guys do? Is it like England? Do you guys call like the bathroom the loo?
We call it like the toilet or the dunny.
Oh.
Like a dunny room is just like a toilet room.
It's just like a room with a toilet?
Yeah. Like it's not with like the shower and the bath and all that jazz.
Oh, I see. Yeah, in America we call that a half bath.
Oh, it's too long.
Yeah, it is long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have time for that. Just say dunny and you know where you're going.
Yeah, you're very into like shortening things to
Yeah.
save time.
Yeah, just like my punts last week. was rough. Sorry, Ram fans.
That's okay. That's okay. There's more than just football.
There is, but not on Saturdays.
There can be.
There is. CTV, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Is that close?
You got the day right. Yeah, 7:30, but
6 o'clock Pacific time, though. Huh? Almost. But
close.
If you tune in at 6 o'clock, then you'll be ready by 6:30.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I was
Pacific
getting
time. Yeah. Yeah, so I just have like 2 more questions. They're a little, I feel like we covered kind of the fun stuff, the personality stuff. So now we're gonna dive back in. Do you have a favorite memory as a Ram? I know you haven't been here that long, and you still have time left. But as of now, do you have a favorite memory as a Ram?
I would say, can I give 3?
Yeah.
First game at Michigan, I remember jogging out into the big house and I cried like a little baby, just overwhelmed with the amount of emotions that was going on and the amount of support that I'd received. Second would be first win versus the Wolfpack last year with the walk-off field goal. And third would be the win against Boise. At the hotel I roomed with Jordan. I don't know, I think they just keep all the foreigners together. But we're having breakfast and I looked at Jordan and I was like, hey, I'll race you to the end zone after you kick the game winner tonight. Like, just sort of jokingly out of the blue said it. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Like, and we're joking around. And then we sort of said, oh, which one will be the best one to run to? And we're like, oh, definitely like kick to the scoreboard and then sprint to the beer garden and like have a beer. We're both over 21. And we were driving down the field and then that Hail Mary happened. And Jordan, we walked out there and I was like, oh, Jordan's so nervous. I'm so nervous. Like, game-winning hold, mind you. Everyone talks about the game-winning kick. No one talks about the game-winning hold or the game-winning snap, putting that out there. But I'm so nervous walking out there and Jordan just winks at me and goes, hey, I'll race you to the end zone. And I was like, all right, he's smoking this. And then, yeah, he hit the game winner and then we just started sprinting. And keep it in mind, I won because he got swarmed. I just kept running. So that was easily my favourite memory, and the other 2 were pretty special as well.
Wow. I have a picture of you guys doing that. I took a picture of that,
yeah.
And that actually puts like a lot of story behind that picture. Now that's crazy.
He just tossed his helmet and took off, and it was one of the quickest palms I've ever seen. I had to take off after him. So.
Yeah, oh wow. No, and I just I'm looking at the field. I remember exactly that moment. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, oh man, that's actually that's really cool actually. Like just knowing because like I said, I took that picture.
Yeah.
I took that picture and now I have the story behind it too.
It's actually his wallpaper too. So.
That's his wallpaper.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that'll be in his house in England.
Maybe.
Like my picture is in your house in Australia.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we'll see.
Worldwide mad dog.
Yeah, I'm like Pitbull. Yeah. So my final question is, what do you hope you can do as a Ram? Like, what do you hope your legacy here is?
I think everyone sort of assumes because of the success we've had here with punters that I have to beat them, I have to fill their shoes or whatever. And yes, I want to contribute to the team. Yes, I really want to succeed in the field, but I want to make a change in the athletics of CSU, bringing the culture together of the CSU Rams and making my brothers to left and right of me better, both as players and as men. I think being a bit more of an older player in the locker room, I'm spending time with younger men every day. So making them into better men for their families, for their future families, and for this team is my goal. And I think we're turning the ship with that, not just because of me, but everyone. And I think being better people and being more disciplined is going to create success on the football field as well. So making a change, making an impact, and contributing to the team success as much as I can along the way.